now tuned in to Rolling with Rock podcast.
Mila on the track. Vibe check, baby.
Yellow Pages on the track.
Shout out Yellow Pages.
Is this thing even on?
Shout out Makai. Yeah, baby. We on.
Yellow
We about to scoop. Yeah. Hottest new podcast on the airwaves. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Welcome to Rolling with Rock podcast, yes, y'all. Welcome to the show, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the show. I really do. Yes, sir. I'm finna enjoy it. Show me. Yeah, indeed. Let go. Yes, sir.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of Rolling with Rock podcast. It's me, your boy Rock, and today I got my boy Brannon with me. What's up, Brannon? How? Where you at with it, man? You know where I'm at with it, man. Where you at now?
Like location-wise, like on
Location.
the globe.
Yeah.
I'm in Clarksville, Tennessee, right outside Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Oh, okay. So you still back at the hometown, you know. Everybody don't know you like I know you, man. But for a little back history on Brannon here, May is a veteran just like I am, and we served together in Hawaii. We served for 3 years together out there?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Man, we made a...
And then I got out in Hawaii, and you were there. You were there still in the military.
Yeah.
So.
And it was a journey, man. We did a whole lot of things in Hawaii that a lot of people are very envious of, especially based off of social media and everything that we were able to post. There was a lot of stuff we weren't able to post, but that I'm sure there could be extremely envious of. But man, we had a whole lot of fun out there, and it's been one of those things that's like, I mentioned it in one of my previous episodes, the adventures and the hikes and the beaches and the parties and stuff we did, man. What about for you? You've had some experiences that I didn't have in Hawaii. Could you recall any of your hikes or something fun you did out there?
Yeah. Being in Hawaii is like being a celebrity, like all the time. That access to really just doing expensive shit, like all the
very
time.
Expensive.
Like the military just pays you, and then you go into like Cheesecake Factory every week.
What was that spot called, man? Buca de Beppos? You remember that?
Buca de Beppo?
That was
right the movie theater.
very first time I've even heard of that spot before. But I remember that was the first place I ate mussels. I mean, I didn't never eat mussels and any of those oysters and nothing like that until I got down there. But bro, I was tearing this shit up down there, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
If you want 10 pounds, of pasta, you got to Buca de Beppo.
That's exactly where that's at.
They serve in bulk.
Did you
They serve you in bulk.
Did you ever ride motorcycles while you were down there?
No, I didn't.
So I was down there riding motorcycles every single day. I just couldn't remember if you rode or not. But a lot of people ask me yo, when you were in Hawaii, man, what are some good hikes you went on? What are some fun things you did? And I give them a list, a couple of hikes in there. Bro, what was your favorite hike out there?
Stairway to Heaven.
So that's the only one I didn't do. I was a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was kind of being a chicken because first of all, I heard about if you do Stairway, they giving you $2,000 ticket, or some weird
I did it probably about 5 times, but I went up the back way, and pretty much the only part that's restricted is the very bottom of it, the entryway.
Yeah.
And that's mainly because it's private property. I mean, also they don't keep upkeep on the stairway, so there's some sketchy parts, the rails going.
Now there's a lot of people.
But generally, if you go up the backside, and then you end up at the top where the satellite is, then you're fine.
So there's a lot of people on here who
it's a lot longer though.
Don't have a clue what Stairway to Heaven is, man. You're gonna have to break it down for them. What Stairway to Heaven is?
Stairway to Heaven is if you look it up, you might be able to find it. You'll probably
I think you can still find it. I looked it up.
I
looked it up not too long ago. It was pretty cool. But yeah, go ahead.
The formal name of it is Haiku Stairs. And from my, I gotta do some fact checking right now, so don't hold me to
We're just gonna call it Stairway to Heaven for now.
Yeah. It was a Navy communication tower, long time ago.
Now this is,
and at the top of it is a satellite.
So it's about how many 100,000 stairs?
I don't know.
I can't give the exact number either, but anyways, if you're driving,
lot.
if you're driving on the highway in Hawaii, going through the H3, which is like this super crazy tunnel for my people who ain't been out there, it kind of looked like Jurassic Park. But if you're driving out the tunnel, you look to your right, you see these staircases going straight up this mountain. They say it take about 4 or 5 hours. I mean, you probably able to tell them better than I can. I ain't been, like I said, I was the one who didn't make it up the stairways, but it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful hikes in Hawaii. But like, I'm jealous too, man. I wanted to get up there and try to get on that hike, but it's a must see. It's something you got to definitely try to do if you make it up to Hawaii. I don't know if it's still available, if it's, they done canceled it off. I knew last time we were there, last time I was there was 2017. I think you left a little bit after me. You left after me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there till 19. I left April 1st, pretty much April 1st, 2019.
You was doing some big things out there, man. Since you got out of the military, what was your transition like getting out, especially getting out and staying in Hawaii,
Yeah, so I got out in June of 17 and I had a hard time finding a job. So I was unemployed from June until the end of October, and I had some buddies that we served with that hit me up, and they were like, "You want to start working on these helicopters? We got a lot of maintenance to do." I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." And then started working with them on Robinson helicopters, and then I pretty much, like, for any of the people that are in the military and also in aviation, I learned more outside of the military on aviation, like civil aviation, in the first few months than I did the entire time I was in the military.
Bro, we saw you.
Like, it's a night and day difference.
We saw you go from working side by side with us, running at 4 o'clock in the morning, getting dirty in these field exercises, all the strenuous, like, bullshit we had to go through. We saw you go from that to every single day you posting pictures up in the sky, flying. And I'm over here like, yo, my man's is really out here living his best life in Hawaii, and we sitting over here at PT this morning. It was dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so you were piloting. Did you get your license? And
Yeah, I got my license. And for anybody that is looking into getting, like, good into flying, it's on the face, it's really expensive. But if you can find a maintenance company that pretty much needs flight hours, what my boss did was he paid me salary and then paid for all my flight training. So I just had unlimited access to aircraft, and I could just go fly, like, whenever. But flying in Hawaii is like, it's unbelievable. We flew to where the Jurassic Park was filmed too. Like, parked on this little, like, I don't know, up on a mountain pretty much, and you could see on a helicopter you can land pretty much anywhere.
I'm finna say, you can just drop down and land wherever.
Yeah. We flew to Molokai all the time. Molokai is it's a lot less crowded, and it's more like a farm. It's more like a farm on a beach than it is.
And see, people don't really even,
the rest of Hawaii.
they don't even think that Hawaii has, like, farmland like that, because all a lot of people see is what they see on postcards, Waikiki, Honolulu, maybe North Shore, but they don't really get to see that countryside of Hawaii. But you pretty much became the luckiest person in the world to get the job you got, and that's pretty dope, especially coming out of the military, because I'm a vouch for you and say, coming out of the military, one of the hardest things coming out is literally finding a job, because, like, security, like, finding a stable job that you're securing, it's not as easy as it was being in the military. But I mean, it takes time,
It was luck. Like, I'm not, like, smarter or, like, better than any person. Like, most of anything that happens in your life is by chance, and I got this job by chance. I worked really hard. My boss liked me, so he put me in a good position. Yeah. And in Honolulu, it's like people go there to fly. Like, I met a bunch of celebrities.
Heck yeah.
What's the dude from Ridiculousness?
Oh, Rob,
the black guy.
Big Black?
No, not Big Black.
Stilo Brim?
Rob Dyrdek. Yeah, Stilo Brim. I met Stilo Brim. Yeah. He.
Stilo's got a podcast?
Does he really?
Yeah, I'll be checking it out.
That doesn't surprise
Nah,
me.
he's,
That don't surprise me.
it's legit. I like his podcast. I checked it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get you the information on that after this. But yeah, so Stilo.
Stilo, I met like a lot of Instagram like kids that would go out there and like jump off the aircraft and then like go land into the water, you know. But a bunch of parachute people that like not a lot of people know, but IG famous people, porn stars. There was like a group of like 6 of them that went out there. It was like, I don't know who you guys are. Like, oh yeah, we travel.
We're so and so. Did you push them out the aircraft too? They jump into the water.
No. They wouldn't take all that. This one respectful lady had a lot of questions about rainbows and thought we were chasing the rainbow, and we had to explain to her that that's not how rainbows
I would
work.
have definitely told her, ma'am, this is how we're chasing the rainbows and this is what we're after. I would have lied and said all types of shit to make her just believe every word that I said, bro. But that's just me on that damn aircraft. But so,
anybody can be a celebrity.
volcanoes out there.
Anybody
Did y'all
can be
go
a
across the volcanoes and shit though, bro?
I didn't. There was an eruption like while I was there. That my boss and my flight instructor went out there and was helping people do something. I don't know, but they would do tours out there. It's just like where the actual volcano is like 3 or 4 islands over.
And see, I
only ever went out to Molokai.
Okay. I went to Maui, but even out at Maui, I didn't see volcanoes. I didn't get to go I went to like Black Sand Beach, but that's an old volcano that isn't active or anything anymore. But I didn't know if maybe that was something you saw. But aside from that, like, is that something you would recommend to people when they go to Hawaii? Is to check out those little private flights? Because I noticed you said like YouTubers did it and celebrities did it, but can normal people get out there and do that shit too?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. You could get an R44, which is like a sedan, pretty much in the air, and then it's like $400, but there's potentially 4 seats, so that's $100 a piece, and you can go explore the island for an hour.
Heck yeah, man. Well, aside from you flying, finding new opportunities and doing all types of new things, man, Hawaii got us pretty close, man, and we had a pretty nice little group of people that we kicked it with. A lot of them do follow the show, so shout out to everybody who can remember me and hey, what's up from Hawaii. This is for y'all too. I'm sure they living through memory lane knowing that me and you are talking right now, because it's not very often, pinkies up, it's not very often that you get to kick it or hang out with people that you served with, because after the military, everybody goes their own separate ways. And it just so happens
I'm the first veteran you've had on the podcast.
You are the very first veteran I've had on the podcast. Matter of fact, I might have a little something for that.
You got some confetti?
Did it work?
I hear something. I hear some cheering.
Oh, there was some cheering going on, man. That was a celebration right there. I'm just over here pushing buttons.
You need an air horn. You need an air horn accessible. Bah, 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 bah.
Let me see if I got me an air horn on here. Look, I'm playing around with this new thing, man. But yeah, a lot of people that we serve with, and I'm sure a lot of people can vouch for this too, who are listening to the show that may have served in the military, man. You lose contact with people fast, and it's not on purpose. It's not intentional. There ain't nothing going on, nothing bad, no bad blood. But like even me and you, man, we had a period where we didn't necessarily, talk every single day for a long period of time. And then I think 2019, when y'all moved to Fort Campbell?
We moved here end of March 2019.
2019. So I was coming back from Afghanistan, and me and you linked up, and you was like, hey, bro, I'm moving. I'm coming in March. And I was like, well, I come home in February. We got together that year, and I kid you not, y'all, what was it, 5 months later? No, was it like a year later? You were helping me sell my house, my very first house that I bought.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was like a month. It was like a month after
it was
that I got there. Oh no, it was like
it was
a year. After.
Yeah, I want to say it was about a year, but that just goes to show, man, you never lose that you never lose that friendship. You never lose that bond. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
for me and you, we kept in touch on more than just like a friendship level. You were helping me at one point try to get my real estate license. You know?
Yeah, you were trying to get your real estate license before I had even like thought
Before,
about it.
yeah.
This was like 5 or 6 months after I got there. You're like, yeah, I'm getting my real estate license, and I was like, I don't even know what that means.
I would,
Good luck,
I would
brother.
come to your house
And
with
then-
my books, and you were like, "What's this?"
Yeah.
And I ended up not taking that route, but you were reading through my books, and shit you not, man. Like what, 8 months later, you're like, "Hey, man, I got my real estate license." And I was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, when I saw your book, I just started reading it, picked it up, and then boom, man, now you're like hot shit in Clarksville. So congrats to you, and thanks for helping me sell my house."
I've had a lot of sort of certifications. I'm a creative, I guess, autistic.
You just
autistic.
checking the blocks, bro. Checking the blocks. So what's that lifestyle like, man? Going from, military to flying celebrities all across Honolulu over the water, being all, free-hearted and free-spirited, to come back to Fort Campbell and become a pretty successful real estate agent. How's that process?
I don't know if you call it successful real
You
estate agent.
successfully
I don't
sold
do
my
too much.
house. You
Yeah.
did something right.
I got it done.
Got it done.
Got it done. I don't know. So disclaimer. I was forced out of the military.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and put that out there. I was forced out of the
I
military.
mean, it is what it is.
I got a DUI, and they kicked me out. And so once I got out of the military, I didn't have a lot of like, hey, hire me credentials.
Yeah.
I spent like from June until October applying. I was applying to like some aviation places around Hawaii, but nobody picked me up. I started putting applications into Buffalo Wild Wings.
Anything.
I was like
what can
out
I get my hands on?
for real,
Yeah.
anything. So then I got the opportunity to work with the Robinson helicopters, and that ended up working out really good. So then when I get to Fort Campbell, I'm thinking that like I have like some more experience and around military aviation, I would be able to jump back into military aviation,
Yeah.
working on Chinooks. And I did not have a good opportunity. Like the people that get on these jobs out here
Yeah.
have connects, and like when they pick people up from like when Lockheed Martin picks people
Yeah.
up in Fort Campbell, they're people that are getting out of the military and just going straight into that.
Yeah.
So like I didn't have a fighting chance for that. I applied to go out there where you're at.
Yeah.
And like my discharge code like messed me up, So really, since I've been out of the military, it's just been a lot of like overcompensation. Like I have to work, harder because I'm labeled.
Just by that DUI. Now, that's wipes off? Does
Yeah.
that wipe off after a while? Is that something that you get expunged?
Yeah,
or
eventually.
something?
Eventually. I mean, like, I could get my CDL at this point, working at some places, not all. I can't work for Uber. Like, there's a lot of options that people don't think that weigh into, like, you get a DUI and now you're just disqualified from, like, a host of different areas. But,
Yeah.
like, I could get my CDL at this point and work for certain companies, not all. But the big thing is, like, in aviation, the pinnacle is like military aviation,
Yeah.
like Lockheed Martin, Dynacorp, all these
Yeah.
places go the deployment stuff, the contracting stuff. My discharge code is like what they look at.
That's
Like,
one of the very
this-
first things they look at, man.
Yeah, I don't have a dishonorable discharge either, but because when you're discharged, you have a discharge code that says like what you're discharged, basically what you're discharged for.
Yeah.
And that's just been a disqualifying factor. Like when I put in for Saudi, where you're working at,
Yeah.
I was immediately disqualified. Like there's no screening or anything.
Bruh,
like,
it's hard to
because
get
of the
into-
inputs.
It's hard to get into these positions already anyway. So without like a super clean
Yeah.
slate, bro, they're not even finna bite off of letting anybody through the door. You get what I'm saying? So like, I'm guessing, with that being said, you had to do what you had to do with getting into real estate. You had to do what you had to do with
Real estate, yeah.
with getting into the flying and whatever it else it is that you do. Because I've known you for about 5-6 years now. What's this, 2021? Yeah, about since 2016. And since I've known you, bro, you've always been doing something. If I'm not mistaken, didn't you buy a pool table to put into a house this big or something?
Yeah. I'm always
the
like,
adventure of you, man.
I got these lights right now. I'm like obsessed with lights, like LEDs. I'm about to like load my car full of LEDs, and I like doing different things. Like one of the things I would say is my like I don't know. I don't know how to say this.
Talents, gifts,
benefits of being me. Yeah, one of my gifts is I'm just really curious about a lot of things.
Extremely.
Like, a lot of people are turned off by like someone. Let's say like I talking to you about something, and you don't know enough about this one thing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of people just feel inferior around people that like know more than them.
Yeah.
And I'm just generally curious about a lot of things. And when I get opportunities for things like the real estate thing, we bought our house when we first moved to Fort Campbell through Dustin and Trisha, which is the owners of the brokerage that I work for.
Okay.
And I was getting beat down. I was applying for jobs. I didn't get anything. I was about to go back to Hawaii.
I remember me and you were talking a lot during that time. I was.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, I think I was staying down the street from you. This was right before I got out, because I got out in July, and I think I came over a few times and met some of your friends up there. That's when I was bringing my equipment up there. Yeah. But you were having a hard time in the beginning, not adjusting, but just like you said, finding a job. So I feel you. I see that. I didn't realize it was that bad, But the DUI thing, like that's a hit over the head, homie. That's a painful one.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, I don't want to like burden people, with my problems. So I keep a lot to myself.
Yeah.
But basically, Dustin and Trisha were saying they were going to open up their own brokerage, and it's like I didn't even know what that was at the time. I was like, I don't know what that
what
means.
Is that?
It was probably like slightly anticlimactic because you have an expectation, And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm 20. Like I was like 25 or something at the time. I'm like, I'm young. I don't know anything.
Nothing.
Like, this is brokerage. But when I was like 20, I was listening to this thing. It was like sort of like a podcast, but like back in the day, like it sounded like it was recorded on a freaking, I don't know, a xylophone. That's like an instrument or something.
Hey, that's how you got to start out here, man.
That's it.
That's how you start, baby.
But I heard this thing about getting into sales. Like, if you ever wanted to make the most amount of money, like, you have to get into sales. So, like, that had always been in the back of my head. But I had no reason to really get into it, or, like, really focus on it. Because I had the aviation thing that I was working on. So, when they said, get your license to come work for me, like, I'm at first, I told them, like, I'm not really, like, interested in it. But then it weighed on me for a couple of days, and I was like, "Yeah, I think I'll probably do that." So, I mean, I studied for like 16 hours a day for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, I took my test and I passed. And I was
passed both of them on the first try, bro.
Now?
Did you?
Yeah,
that's embarrassing, bro. It took me.
And listen,
I can't tell you how many times I took that damn test,
I only know 3 people that have ever finished on the first go, and one person was my buddy Dustin, that owns the brokerage, that's been in real estate since like 07 or something.
So he's like your mentor then. He's like your mentor.
Yeah.
Okay, take you up under your wing.
Yeah. He, I showed up to the house. I got my license. I'm like, what we doing? And I'm showing up, and then we're going out, and I got a suit on every day. And, every day.
But you took it serious.
It gets. Yeah. I feel like anytime there's a lot that goes into real estate. I mean, like, especially for someone that is just getting into it.
Yeah.
You sort of have to address a lot of the quirks that come with just being like a person. like when you go to the next step in like professionalism or anything, there's some things that need to be addressed. You know? You can't, as much as I enjoy like the friendship aspect of like being a realtor and like representing my friends. There was a point in time where there was the friendship part and facilitating a real estate transaction were completely separate things, like hats like that you had to put on.
So would you rather rather do transactions or rather not deal with having to deal with your friends and something? Would you rather it just be strangers?
Nope. I actually, especially through the whole COVID thing and the way that it's affected real estate, I really don't prefer, like, I almost reserve my real estate license for my friends to help, like my friends and referrals for my friends. Because like, there's a part of real estate that is just sort of inauthentic, like makes me feel like inauthentic if I'm like, haven't explained something to you, and if I can't tell you straight up like what's going on, it's just not worth it for me.
You be feeling like you don't know enough about it.
I have my real estate license for my friends, and also like to the extent that I've learned real estate up to this point, I almost feel like I've learned enough about real estate to help my friends. You know, even if I don't like do this forever, I've learned enough about it to help my friends, and I'm just not interested in growing, like having a volume-based business model. Because like with a volume-based business model, you have up to a point. Let's say I sold like X amount of houses per month. At that point, you're not really a realtor anymore. Like you have like transaction coordinators, you have real estate assistants. Your clients don't really talk to you anymore. You serve the purpose of the requirements of a licensee. So like having to show houses and stuff. There's certain things you can't pawn off on like an assistant.
So you got to do that shit yourself.
Like you have to do it yourself, you know. But like I sort of like handling everything and being the point of contact for the transaction. Because at a point you have so many clients, like I'm just a door opener, you know. I'm showing the house, all the things that I have to do because I'm a licensee that I can't pawn off on other people. That's what I'm doing. But it makes me, it sort of makes me like too concentrated on like the business thing, and then not being able to do like a bunch of other stuff, you know, like play with lights.
So is this your, like, would you say this is where you at now? You stuck with it? You know, this is where you found your comfort zone, or are you still branching out, man? You still trying to find new things?
Yeah, I mean, I'll always find new things, and it almost is better if I just keep my license current forever, you know. But overall, I don't do a lot of marketing, and I don't really intend to. Like, I like where I'm at right now.
It's a comfortable place, and that's kind of where I'm at with it right now too, with working. Since I got out, I never really found my, like, what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Now, I've done some things. You know, I went to school. I was at Tennessee State University for the 2 years that I was out. I know you remember me having homework all the time, and we be kicking it, but I did that, and then COVID happened, and everything got weird. I was like, you know what? School is great. I'm having, you know, a good time being back into the environment of learning, being around people, and it's cool, but it just wasn't enough for me. So then I went to the next step, and I started delivering. Remember, I was doing, I did delivering. I was delivering Amazon while I was in school, just to have a little side gig, because I was like, you know what? I'm bored. I only got class like 2 days a week. I was like, I need to be doing something. I couldn't get a job because school was full time. After that, I started to work for Pepsi, remember? And that's when I was like, okay, I found something I'm good at. They pay good. Benefits are good. But I still was hungry, bro. Like, I'm proud of myself for getting myself into a position where I'm comfortable, but I'm still hungry. I got to eat. I need more. I could do more. And that's when I dove into this job. But even with this job, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. The opportunities are endless, bro. Like, it's, like you said, it's really hard to get into. It's a selective job, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'm done yet either, man. I'm still chasing whatever it is that I'm after. Like, I haven't stopped, and the drive that I've gotten, I feel like comes from what I had in the military. You know, there was just
Yeah.
so much stability. There was so much like you want to get that next rank. You want to get upgraded into a new position. You wanted to further yourself, and I think that in the regular world, even though I'm out, bro, I'm still the same exact way. And that's why I can't sit still. And that's how me and you ended up on this show today. You know, we not done yet. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to you, bro, because a lot of people don't know this, but the merchandising that I've been doing. So a lot of people have seen. Yeah, get up close, man. Show them that thing. A lot of y'all have been asking about Rolling with Rock merchandise. Well, this gentleman right here, this scholar, is responsible for making that happen. You the one, man, who got the hats together for me. I do have. There's two hats. I got the yellow one.
There's only two.
There's only two out there.
There's only two in rotation right
now. They asking for it, man. They want it. They want their product, man. So we're gonna have to get the people something, man. And I think it's about time we get together and try to make that happen, man. I think that Rolling with Rock podcast has done well enough to further the brand. I think that we can go from just a podcast and just an outlet for people to like listen to, some dude with a microphone to now let's get them some gear. I've already done the stickers. I've already shown the hat. I've already had, people try it on. I've worn it a few times, but what do you think, man? It's time to take the next step.
So the thing is, like, I made these hats, and then, well, I didn't make a damn thing with this hat. I'm gonna say that right now. I ordered these hats, and then my boy does embroidery. Yeah. So I got him to stitch his hats up, and the intent was to release some merch. Like we had to get something out there. Yeah. Upon further review, it has become increasingly more aware that
nice wording.
The price margin on especially embroidery is like slim to none. Like if we release these hats at any point, I should say when we release these hats, please understand that Rock. D-Rock is not making like more than $1 off these hats.
I ain't making nothing, man.
It is very expensive to buy the hat. Like the overhead on one hat would be, I don't know, like the cheapest you could probably get it is about $2. Which I mean, may as well just make the hats. And we're gonna get a sewing machine.
And see, man,
making the hats.
I think that the merchandising for me, because again, bro, like this ain't. I feel like I say this a lot, or I say it enough, but like I really don't do this podcast to like profit off of it. I haven't gotten there yet. Right. Not saying that I won't. I just haven't gotten there yet. So for any merchandise that I've got, or any merchandise that I've planned to get, I'm gonna make it as easy for people to get as possible, because I understand like a lot of people just like to support, and I'm not gonna bust people's head to help support me or support my brand. Now, eventually, when supply and demand is a thing, so eventually, if there's tons and tons and tons of requests, and I'm gonna have to end up buying it to push it out. Things may change in that aspect, but for now, man, I'm more willing to just get out there and help support my supporters. If they want hats, let's get them some hats. If they want T-shirts, let's get them some shirts. If they want stickers, I'm on it. You get what I'm saying? And it's something I've been looking into, man. And you the guy who I would definitely go to. So again, man, thanks for getting that started, because you got my bells ringing and you got my ball rolling. Yeah.
As it's just as the logistician here, in the logistics, doing the research, I like to be transparent, and as important as it is to send merch out there, you guys got to realize that we ain't making money off this. So if whatever the price is at, this ain't like, the bottom line is at $2-3 and you're making like $30.
Yeah, and
if we make merch, when we make merch, it's just going out there to promote. This is marketing. And
also with the page and stuff, man. So I'm gonna try to do it to where, this is my first podcast that I'm doing live from another country with another person.
Yeah.
So because I chose you to do this with me, I mean, you're gonna kind of help me run the show. You get what I'm saying? So behind the scenes, you know, now everybody has a face to go with a name, with the guy who's going to be helping me run and operate things from back home, because
I'm the one that does my daughter's hair.
that's the one who does his daughter's hair from the previous episode.
Yeah.
This is definitely him.
Yeah.
And I commend you for that, because I can't do half the little styles you be doing, man. And little mixed girl's hair ain't nothing to play with. So you know I got to give it to you, man. Round of applause. This is my you know, good job. Hats off to you, bro, because all I got is ponytail and baby hairs. Comb the baby hairs down, throw the ponytail on top of the.
I don't know what I'm doing neither, man. I tie it in a knot and it ends up
braided.
Just braided.
Like Allen Iverson braids, man. But nah, you do your thing, and that's real. I think that's dope. I hate this little cord.
Yeah,
this little cord bothering me.
It like, I like it. She don't like it much right now. She's kind of just yelling at me the whole time.
Give her 3 years,
Eventually,
bro.
This will be like, yeah, it'll be daddy-daughter time for sure.
Well, eventually she's gonna get to the point to where she's gonna be doing her own hair, and if you touch her hair, y'all gonna have problems, because Mila ain't letting me touch nothing on her head. She's already just so independent, bro. That's her lane, and I gotta stay out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she started doing hair. She put like 30 rubber bands in my hair. I look like god dang Hannibal
You
Buress.
look like me with my dreads in here.
Yeah, but with straight hair. You know, I ain't got curly hair.
Look, yeah.
So I look like I had pins out of my head.
Hey, man, but you gotta let baby girls have fun like that sometimes. I know I let Mila and Makai both play with my hair in my growing stages before I got it dreaded. You know, a little afro or I let them have at it. You dive on in there. They done lost toys in here and everything, but that's what we got to do as daddies, man. Daddy-daughter time is
I love
important.
my house full of girls.
And
I love my house full of girls.
well, you got a girl dog, wifey, baby girl,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
which I got another one on the way.
That's it.
Oh, okay, man. You said girls,
No,
bro.
not yet.
You said
No.
plural, bro. I'm over here like, yes. You better tell me something.
No. I like my house full of girls.
Nah.
I like it that way.
And that's comfortable, man. That's super comfortable. But yeah, man. So the merchandising is on its way. That's something that we're going to have to get into the works. I'm proud that we are, you know, actually getting started with that, because I've been telling people, you know, look out for it. Make sure you guys are keeping your eyes out for the merchandising. Well, this is us speaking that into existence now. What it takes is planning. What it takes is sitting down and actually getting to it. I try to preach onto the show.
You done forced the ball now.
Yeah, and
you done forced the ball now. Now we got.
I preach a lot on the show about, you know, if there's something that you got goals to achieve, if there's things that you want to do, you're going to have to just go out there and do it, you know. This is kind of like my proof of better than me saying it. Let me show you. So this is one way in which, you know, I can get that ball rolling and try to get some better merchandise out there. I think I'm going to keep it simple at first, though, bro. I think I'm just going to keep it simple with hats and T-shirts. And then after hats and T-shirts, man, we'll go from there and see what people are interested in, because you know me, man. I'm a big fan of hoodies. I like all different types of stuff, man. Like the little lightning bolt that I got, you know, it's just a creative idea to have, like, who knows what I'll come up with. But that's something that we could definitely...
We'll have yachts. We'll have yachts out next year.
Oh, that's next year, yeah. I don't even know why I didn't mention that. Like, did I mention the jets that we're going to have flying above with lightning bolts coming out of it? Yeah.
Rolling Rock skyscrapers,
baby. I'm trying to be sponsored on somebody's... I'm going to be sponsored on a pair of boxing shorts or something, man. That's my thing. Is I wanted to take it from a podcast to, like, why not take over the world, bro?
It might be easier to make underwear than to get these hats embroidered. I'm so serious.
Is there anybody out there who merchandises underwear, though, or socks?
I only buy $20 underwear, Saks. I wear Saks.
Oh, you
they got
expensive.
little, like, pocket knives on them.
You expensive.
Man, when you put them bitches on,
the only underwear,
you will not go
the
back.
only expensive underwear I
back.
got are from Target. All right, I can't find it in me to go dive and buy some $30-$40 underwear, man. I guess I never have. Let me go buy some, and then let me buy some, and then I'll tell you about my experience. And
You don't have to do that. You messing up if you don't. They last longer. They feel, they hug the area real
Everybody's
nice.
comfortable down there. Everybody
Aerodynamic. You can
you
run,
can run
faster,
jump higher.
Yeah.
When you sit down, you gain 2 more inches. Okay. So I'm going to have to,
Yeah.
sold me on getting me a new pair, man. But that's definitely something I look forward to, man. But, bro, I got to say, it's been an honor to have you on the show. I like your little setup you got back here, too, man. I noticed you got this light thing and you got your guitar, man. You was playing your guitar for a minute. Are you still playing? Were you taking a break?
Yeah. I still play a lot. I'm actually working on. I just got like a studio sort of like set up. I had to get this audio interface and learning like getting the audio interface and having to learn a lot about like digital audio station like workstations. Anybody that is into like making music, you ever see the little chart on the computer? It's got the things that go along. You press play. It's learning all that took a lot of time, but I'm trying to get into.
I'm gonna let you have that.
My TikTok. I'm trying to start making like guitar solos pretty much on TikTok. So.
Didn't you get? But you got famous, didn't you?
And it's in the description. No, I mean I might have been like I might have hit a few thousand follower pages.
I remember you and that dude in Hawaii, man. Y'all linked up and you played and he sung, and then I saw you on somebody else's. Like somebody was retweeting you, and I was like, wait a minute, how y'all know him? And you were what's the word? Like streaming, bro. You were trending for a minute. You and this dude's video.
Yeah.
What? Who?
Yeah, Lou Bands,
and he was singing something, but
Lou
y'all
Bands.
boys is getting down, man.
Yeah, it's Wale is bad.
See, man, y'all don't know this about Brandon yet, but Brandon got sold. He don't want to tell y'all, but
Man,
that man is
y'all get on my TikTok. Y'all get on my TikTok.
What's your TikTok?
Y'all find the sauce. Brannon May _
I don't even know what my TikTok is, but don't go check mine
on
out.
all platforms.
You the same thing on
Brannon May _ on all platforms. Yep.
Maybe that's what I need to do and not make it so confusing for people to find me, because all mine is different. I got my first name here. I got Rock over there. I got something else there. I think it'll be a lot easier for people to keep up with me if I just keep it pretty simple and pretty basic. But that's what I got you for, man. I got my hands full with you. You making music. You about to be responsible for helping me get this merchandise, since we promised these beautiful people that we would get them hats and shirts. You selling houses. You buying houses. You creating stuff. You making stuff. What you got?
I'm still in aviation.
Yeah, lead, man.
I do a lot of stuff. Sewing. I got a sewing machine, so I'm gonna redo my car upholstery. But I do a lot of stuff, man.
You got to stay busy though, and that's one thing that's the good thing about you, man. You still got that drive, bro. So even after the military is said and done, you still got that same military drive in you, bro, to keep going, and that's real, because that's what it's gonna take to make it. A lot of people don't make it out the military, or they have a hard time. And most people who get a DUI out the military definitely don't make it as far as you did. So to somebody out there, you inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there watching this is like, damn, so he was able to do all this even while getting out with the DUI. So the drive, the consistency, bro, that's you. I applaud you for that. On the black hand side. On the black hand side. You my boy though, man. And I appreciate you. But
it seems like 40 minutes ain't enough.
Well, what people don't know is me and you can talk for like 2.5 hours.
We don't stop.
Right before I left, man, one of the last things I remember me and you talking about, and we can't dive into this. I'm not going to let us dive into this, but I'm going to mention it because I have not stopped thinking about it since the day you talked about it. We got onto the subject of mushrooms, and you were breaking down like...
I should, man.
I wish, you know what? I told myself, we're not going to talk about this on the show, but I remember that conversation, man. And it's just little stuff like that will allow us to like go on for hours and hours and hours of the creative things that me and you come up with. And I'm excited for the world to see what we got planned for them with Rolling with Rock podcast, man. So we got to stick to it, man. And like I said, even though I'm all the way out here in Saudi Arabia, we made this happen to where we're able to sit face to face, get on the show, talk to people, let them get a little taste of who you are, because they will be seeing more of you. You know what I'm saying? They will be hearing your name more. They're going to be reaching out to you and help with, the product, or I'll be reaching out to you with help with spreading the name, the product, the brand. So yeah, man, it was definitely good to get you on here finally and show some face, man.
For sure. I'll be back.
Oh, definitely be back, man. Now, for all the followers out there, like I said, our people in Hawaii, man, we got to give them a shout out. So we got to say what's up to, Steph in the gang. Steph and Luke down there. We got to give a shout out to Nick, Barfield and the crew.
We're gonna throw the names out there. We
I ain't throwing last names. I ain't throwing last names. We can't forget not one. We got to holla at Day. Your uniform boys, man.
Hey, it's Day's birthday. It's Day's birthday.
Today?
Yeah, today's Day's birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Day. I will put your whole name on here, but I ain't even finna blast you like that. But happy birthday. Everybody, man. Anello, all the like avionics people, all the uniform, tangos, everybody that we work with. Nick Nack, Pattywhack.
Luke, Marcus.
All of them, bruh. Let's keep what's Holmes. Holmes is out here doing his things working.
Yeah, he's in Texas.
You thought about going to Texas for a minute.
I was about to go out there, yeah. I've thought about going to a lot of places, a lot of times.
Well, you set now, bro. You stuck with me, so you can't go too far, man. But I definitely couldn't get you on here without giving a little small shout out to our people. So if I forgot y'all's names, I didn't forget who you are. All right, we just don't have a whole lot of time to sit here and think about it. But
yeah,
we're gonna try to get more people involved on the show, man. I'm glad that you were my first person to have on this virtual, podcast. And I say virtual because we're not sitting face to face right now, bro. But thanks for being on here with me, man. And you got anything you want to say out there? You want to use this platform for anything?
That's it. Y'all gonna see more of me. This is the intro. Hit me up on all platforms.
All of them.
TikTok, Instagram, Brannon May _.
Brannon May _, man. Hey, well, thanks, man, for stopping on Rolling with Rock podcast, man. And I look forward to, getting back in touch with you so we can get all this merchandise stuff hashed out. And for all the listeners out there, man, Thank y'all for checking and rolling with me on this new episode. And I hope y'all have a good one, man. Y'all hold it down. Peace.
Peace.